Curious Truths Tales. Unlocking the secrets of the bizarre, one tale at a time. Our first strange, curious truth tale is the tale of the dancing plague that struck the city of Strasbourg in July 1518. It began when a woman named Frau Trophea started dancing fervently in the streets. Her dancing was so intense that she could not stop, and within a week, dozens of others joined her in this uncontrollable dance. The phenomenon escalated with reports stating that as many as 400 people were dancing in the streets, some for days on end. Local authorities were baffled and believed that the dancers were suffering from a form of mass hysteria, or possibly even ergot poisoning from moldy bread. To remedy the situation, the city officials even hired musicians to keep the dancers moving, hoping that continued dancing would lead to exhaustion and, eventually, recovery. However, many dancers collapsed from exhaustion or injuries, and some reportedly died from heart attacks or strokes. The dancing plague continued for several weeks before it eventually subsided, leaving historians puzzled about the cause and nature of this strange event. It remains one of the most peculiar occurrences in medical history, sparking discussions about social psychology and the power of suggestion. Another peculiar but bizarre curious truth tale is that of the Great Emu War in Australia in 1932. Following World War I, many Australian soldiers were given land in Western Australia to farm. However, they encountered an unexpected problem: emus. These large, flightless birds began to invade the farmland, causing significant damage to crops. The emus would travel in large groups, and their numbers quickly grew to an estimated 20,000. Frustrated by the destruction, the farmers sought help from the government. In an unusual turn of events, the Australian government decided to send soldiers to deal with the emu problem. Armed with machine guns, the soldiers set out to cull the emu population. However, the operation quickly turned into a farce. The emus proved to be surprisingly evasive and agile, easily dodging bullets and scattering in all directions. Over the course of several attempts, the soldiers faced numerous challenges. The emus would often run in small groups, making it difficult for the soldiers to target them effectively. After several weeks of trying to control the emu population with little success, the operation was deemed a failure. Ultimately, the Great Emu War ended with the emus emerging victorious. The government abandoned the military campaign, and the emus continued to thrive in the area. The event has since become a humorous anecdote in Australian history, showcasing the absurdity of the situation and the unexpected challenges of nature. One tragic and bizarre curious truth tale is that of the Great Molasses Flood that occurred in Boston on January 15, 1919. A large storage tank filled with molasses burst, releasing a massive wave of the thick, sticky substance into the streets of the North End neighborhood. The wave of molasses was estimated to be 25 feet high and traveled at a speed of about 35 miles per hour. It swept away buildings, damaged infrastructure, and trapped people in its sticky grasp. The disaster resulted in the deaths of 21 people and injured over 150 others. Rescue efforts were hampered by the sheer viscosity of the molasses, making it difficult for emergency workers to reach those trapped. The cleanup took weeks, and the incident left a lasting impact on the city, leading to changes in regulations regarding the construction and inspection of large storage tanks. The Great Molasses Flood is a bizarre and tragic event in history that showcases how something as innocuous as a tank of molasses can lead to unexpected and catastrophic consequences. Enjoyed the content? Don't forget to hit that button and give us a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends to spread the bizarre tales, and make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss an update on our next Curious Truths Tales. Thanks for being part of our community. Until next time, keep your curiosity alive, because the bizarre truth is always just a tale away.